So this video was actually shot back in December of 2016. I never got around to editing it until now, but it still has a lot of information that could be useful to beginning voice actors. And this was back when I used my Blue Yeti. So if you're a beginning voice actor, go ahead and sit back and take a few notes. And by the way, before I start this, take all of my suggestions with a grain of salt. Although I am technically a professional voice actor, I still have a long ways to go in terms of experience. Alright, so, hey guys, it's Ninja here. I know it's been a while since I uploaded something. Consider this
holiday gift.
Main deal is I've been at school and I need to focus on my grades and I suck at that. But you didn't come here for my personal problems. You came here because you're probably new to the voice acting business. Or just looking for solutions on how to sound good, which is the title of this video. This is a good guide for people who are just getting into voice acting, like I said. What's gonna set you apart from a lot of voice actors, especially on casting call, sites that just offer, you have a bunch of users who are trying to get roles. You're going to be miles above the competition if you have a good mic and you sound good. I could go on to acting and all the other stuff, but this is specifically about equipment. Now, I was gonna make a good joke. Damn it, I forgot what it was.
I had a good one.
What?
Your sex life.
Specifically, this video is about working the tech and working the room. Now, what do I mean by that? First, we're gonna go over what you're gonna need. First of all, you need a good mic. Now, this one here is a Blue Yeti. This is a very good mic to start off with. Definitely start with a USB mic first. I personally started on a phone mic. I literally used this phone for a while for auditions. It sounded okay, and I know people who have gotten away with using a phone mic, but generally avoid this. Going with mics like these, they sound great, especially in a good room. But what really makes or breaks a mic is the room around it and how it makes you sound. Now, like I said, back to materials. You'll need the mic, you'll need headphones, and of course you'll need Audacity, recording right there. And lastly, you'll need to find a way of deadening the sound. By deadening, I mean making it not sound as echoey as this room. So this is just a simple example. This is soundproofing foam, very basic stuff. And if you're going to be using that, you will want, I put it somewhere. Be right there. You need tape to attach the soundproof foam. Now, I already covered mics. These sound good. Oh, also I forgot to mention a critical material, a pop filter right here. And I'm gonna demonstrate how that works in just a second. And also another material you'll need is a mic stand. Either this guy right here, or this guy right here. If you mount it on something like a music stand or something, that works as well. It's just a matter of having it up here so you can talk into it. Like I said, USB sounds good, but people will lecture you about XLR mics. Say, XLR is better, get XLR. You can still get a damn good sound out of this and a well-doctored room. The only issue is that XLR is a lot more professional, so if you want to do this as a professional gig, definitely go XLR. Eventually upgrade, like I'm going to be upgrading soon. As you can probably hear, I already made the switch, and it sounds a whole lot clearer. Definitely upgrade as soon as possible. If you tell someone, I'm using a USB mic, they're not going to take you as seriously as if you said, oh, I have an AT2020 with a Steinberg mixer. But, that's that. So, that should cover it for mics. Next bit for sounding good is the space. Now, this space right here is not good because I used to record like this in this area, and it sounds okay because they have like this soundproofing here. The windows are soundproof. It's great, but the size of the room is too big and it sounds far too echoey. I know you can kind of hear that. The next step is to soundproof the room. Now, there's several ways you can do this. Sometimes people will construct an entire room that's doctored, and these rooms are relatively small, like maybe just this closet right here, just the size of that closet, nothing more. But I'm guessing you probably don't have access to a room like that. If you don't, the absolute cheapest option, you can simply just do this. Oh, you can go over to your bed sheets and literally just do this. And you have a studio right there. You hear that sounds? That sounds pretty fucking good compared to this, which sounds a lot more open and a lot more echoey and a lot less professional. But you definitely want to go for a more permanent rig, something you can come back to consistently. So for this, like I just demonstrated, I was sitting down, and plus I didn't have any way to read lines comfortably. So that's an emergency situation. If like maybe you're off in a convention, oh, we need more lines or whatever, some drastic situation, there's an automatic solution. Like I said, some people will even take a bunch of pipes and construct a little room and cover it in sheets. Sheets are also really good soundproofing besides this foam right here. What I'm planning to do, what I'm going to show, is this right here. This is where I plan to construct things. Now, what I'm planning to do is we're going to cover this area in foam right here. And then we're going to bring something over here so that I can drape some of these sheets over here, all over here, and soundproof the entire area. I have a similar setup back where I used to live, and it works beautifully. So definitely focus on doctoring your space, getting a good mic, and yeah. Another thing you need to look at is using a pop filter. Now, you might not have a pop filter like this, but you can use just any cloth, anything that's relatively thin. Like, say, if I know some girls have those really thin, like, over shirts or something. Those can work really well. The idea being is you want to avoid popping the sounds, especially on syllables like pompous, porpoise, things like that. Pa 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 pa. Wow, I'm getting really big peaks. Jesus Christ. You hear that puff of air.
It sounds just like a cough.
It's that puff sound. It doesn't sound good. So what the pop filter does is that eliminates that, or at least for the most part. So I know it sounds kind of pretty right now, but porpoise and porpoise. What it does is it blocks that tuft of air, and it sounds so much better. All right, I know I covered a ton of stuff. Next is working with your own mouth, your own instrument. Go easy on yourself. If you can, avoid long recording sessions. I've done 2-hour sessions, and that's fucking blown my voice out. Avoid that as best you can. What you can do is, first of all, doctor your throat with tea, ideally with honey and ginger.
Dude, I can hear that swell.
That was fucking good. Okay, and then helps with articulation is green apples, weirdly enough. Eat some of this. It'll take away a lot of the spit sounds, like we say thoroughly. You hear that? Thoroughly. If I eat this bad boy, it's going to sound a lot more clear and a lot more clean. That's for instrument management. Cover the technological part. The next bit you'll be seeing is me constructing this bad boy. All right, let's do it. I know this has been long, but yeah. So first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect these cords.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Bit. I'm gonna undo this. Undo these guys. We can take off the mic.
You gotta say it like the Count, Andre.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, you done messed up.
So we already have this stand set up along with this pop filter all set. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the bottom here. We're gonna screw it on top of the stand. This is a relatively generic mic stand, so most of them will have screw-ons for attachments, XLR mics, etc. All right.
You have to love building shenanigans.
Next to these guys, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Don't worry, Morty. You got it just fine.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
I wish I could do a better.
I wish you'd stop putting things in my butt. Morty, you really need to put those seeds up your butt. Do it for Grandpa. Do it for Grandpa, Morty.
Don't you love me? Don't you love me, Morty? Don't you love me? You're tearing this family apart, Morty.
Oh my god.
You're the whole fucking reason your parents can't get along.
That is awful. That's not okay. But Rick So would say that too. Like, that's
exactly,
the bad
that's a point.
Oh my god.
Just a quick side note while I'm building this thing. When you're reading lines, never read your lines off of a desktop or a laptop computer. Always use a monitor, a tablet, or a phone. Ideally, a device that doesn't make any noise. And I'm talking like a computer fan. Especially with laptops, they tend to be very, very noisy, so generally avoid that. The less background noise you have, the better. that should about do it for this bit. So I've soundproofed this bit, and I'm gonna run. See the cords for this, for the mic. They're really long, so I can just run them through this side and over to the desk where I can have someone there. Headphones are fine. Also, something that can be pretty useful is one of these guys. This is a headphone jack splitter, and what it does is you can split. So you plug this into the mic, and you could split it off into a bunch of different headphone sets. So you can have someone listening here, and you can be listening inside the booth. It's something fancy.
I think that thing is a bit too heavy, Andre.
I know it is, but it's something similar. That can come out like this. And we put a weight on that end, and we're also gonna drape that blanket over it. Find something that's like similar to this, but that's not as weak as cardboard. Let's go find. What we're gonna do here? Found these two bitches, and what we're gonna do? We're gonna place them like this. What we're gonna do from here is we're gonna have some weight on this side, so it will stay balanced, and plus we're gonna only have the stuff draped over. And just gonna hold from there. All right.
Okay, come out of there and say some gay shit.
I'm gay.
Yeah.
This is our setup right here. So we got the two little things right here.
Right.
You got that weight on the other end to counterbalance. You just lift up this baby right here and just look there. That's where the mic is, pop filter and everything. All that soundproof over there, and it sounds pretty damn good. All we need to do is get these cords over here, connect them to the computer, and they should be just long enough to slither all the way in there. All right?
Excellent.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything I didn't cover, I'm sorry. Let me know in the comments below. Good times. Thank you so much for watching.